shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, it seems that some dudes can't read, or dudes like to clip certain parts of videos to make their point. Now, my video yesterday was showing how two MPDs can come out and one don't have a game I've been championing since PlayStation 4. A game that I've been championing since the PlayStation VR. A game that I've been actively playing on Twitch. A game that I've been yelling for people to support. See, I don't forget who I am as an Xbox dude. Never that. But what I never do is forget who I am as a gamer. Never forget who I am as a man. Never forget who I am as a person of color in this space. Now, let me first and foremost tell you, anytime somebody tells you, are they supposed to be afraid, you're talking your inner self. All right, so you're talking to your inner self. Your inner self is talking. Nobody's here to make anyone afraid, bully anyone, or care about what anybody does. See, what I don't do is I don't go out and clout chase. I don't ever look at what you're doing, because I've always been told never to watch another dude's pocket and never to be on another dude's time. Ever. I've been a boss my whole life. See, the problem is with being a boss, you look at individuals that aren't, that needed a come up. And when you don't work for yourself, when your boss fires you, you got to go do. See, the difference between Iron Lord's podcast and a lot of other podcasts is Iron Lord's podcast is how we do it. We are real family. We are real friends. We are real comrades. See, the difference between a lot of people, a lot of podcasts, and us is the respect and integrity that goes along with everything. So, you ain't never see me switch up. You ain't never see me change my narrative. See, it's very easy to go chase a buck, to go get a cash buck. You know, very easy. I could have flipped script. Ben Hill ran to play PlayStation, but I play PlayStation, right? Am I not the dude, the pro? But what it is when you don't follow somebody's program and you don't fall in line to how they want it, then you automatically become an enemy. But also, when you that dude, you're going to have people gunning for you at all times. So a lot of dudes don't understand stay low, keep firing. See, I'll hit you and I'll wound you, but only in retaliation to something that you done said. Now, I want to know when the day I ever became your brother, when we was ever brothers. I never embraced you, ever. You can go back to any time that I was on anybody's show where you were there. I never said a word to you. I would jump into the room and say what's up to everybody but you. You don't understand. I understand step and fetch it. I understand what that is. See, the problem with messing with a real dude is a real dude know how to go do his thing. A real dude can be himself in a group of people. I don't think anybody ever know who the hell you were. But I always did. I can smell a fake and a fraud a mile away. A mile away. I can show you a dude that'll switch up on you, bitch up on you, and be who I know them to be. I told dudes a long time ago I talked about you. I said, watch him. Watch what he do next. I called it a long time ago. He gonna do X, Y, and Z. Because you scraping and scrambling. You're on your hands and knees right now. Bro, I'm going to keep it a straight bean with you. Nobody know what the hell you are. You're just a man without a country. You're a nomad. You do anything and everything for clout. You him. You's a sucker. So I don't want anybody to ever think that me and you was ever friends. I don't want anybody to think that we is following each other. We in each other DMs. I don't like you. Never did. You understand? And the problem is, a lot of times, people like to see the black on black thing. Let me tell you, this is real versus fraud. This is a sucker versus a made dude. I never see you bop out anywhere. I never see you any place. So you can stop with all that I'm not afraid stuff, because you are afraid. You are afraid. You're a fearful person. Your camera is never on. You are a fearful person. You're never at any shows. You are a fearful person. So do me a favor with your scary ass. Don't say nothing about me. And I'm going to keep doing what I was doing. Never saying nothing about you. So you see that game there? You know nothing about it. You act like you do because it's a topic for you. I'm not enlightening you. You're nobody to enlighten. And when you tell somebody to enlighten you, let me break down knowledge. Let me give you knowledge of self, black man. Let me give you knowledge of self, black man. Before you dare to tear down somebody greater than you, let me give you knowledge of self. When you ask me to enlighten you, as an enlightened one, I'm supposed to look at my brother and I'm supposed to educate him. So I'm going to educate you, not on Astrobot, not on MPD. I'm gonna elevate your awareness. The next time you feel to form words about another black man in a space where less black voices are, do yourself a favor and look in the mirror and understand exactly who you are. Or can you not look yourself in the mirror? See, attacking another black man shows how unaware you actually are. So using that word enlighten you, that means you are in a dark space. And this is true, brother. But see, my brother to you is different. My brother to you is different. I'm like an older brother, son and his little brother. Because you've lost your way. And I don't care about no Xbox and no PlayStation. See, nobody will ever know my feelings about you, brother, had you not jumped out of your skin and addressed me in a manner unbefitting of a brother. So you look and see who posted whatever they posted and clipped whatever they wanted to clip. And before you did your research, brother, you decided to jump out the window. You see, I'm sort of a big thing. for clout chasers. But I'm not much. I'm as humble as it's gonna be, and as big as I need to be. The problem with you went for what was easiest instead of being where's the hardest. Now, nobody cares that you got a 4090, bro. That's nothing. Had you had any knowledge yourself, you will understand that's a workstation. You didn't need that to game. But ignorant people that's in your comments is going to think that means something. Show your face. Do your show with your face out. Pop out to these shows. I'll enlighten you face to face. Okay? New York City Game Awards tickets just went on sale. Show up and I'll enlighten you. Brother. These dudes. Cotton ball.
2 weeks in Baltimore. Yes. Highly, incredibly unprofessional, but fucking awesome at the same time.
Let's see if it's clear enough for you right now. You get no higher than 4K 60. You said the best place to play. Well, the best place to play is on the Series X. I don't know, yo. You got to get a pro, yo. To stand toe to toe, yo. Or go blow for blow, yo. Snot box get rocked. Shoes and socks get lost. Who's the damn boss? Xbox, of course. Zone, let's go. Day and date Game Pass. Feel it. 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 Let it wash over you. 4K 60. Where the pros play. Now, apparently, a lot of people think this is the topic, right? They think that Helldivers being on Xbox should be a thing. Now, I know I joked around in the beginning, and I was like, hold on. Gotta put on, my my jewelry for the show, right? Right. Like I gotta show stuff, right? But sometimes you just gotta put on your jewelry. All right, so a lot of people think that Helldivers going to Xbox is a thing because the developer said it's not really on them to get Helldivers 2 over to Xbox. Now, I had championed it early on in the beginning, to be honest with you, because I thought it was just sound strategy. When it came from Sony, it looked like it was sound strategy. I mean, smart. Like if you're going to make a game of service and you want it to be as big as even your own title that you went out and you purchased when you acquired Bungie, Destiny. Let's use Destiny as a template, right? So using Destiny as a template, what Destiny didn't do was exclude any of the major consoles that the game can run on. Now, by default, the Switch could not handle Destiny, right? And Did Destiny come out during the Wii U era? I believe it did, right? The first Destiny, I believe it did. So the game couldn't run on, on a Nintendo console. And I don't know if that changes with the Switch too. But for the time being, the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the PC is the de facto when it comes to Destiny. Destiny 2, the franchise. So you acquire Bungie and you look at the metrics and what makes them successful when it comes to running a game of service, running a successful market, running how to do transmog shaders, all the rigmarole that went into making Destiny successful. One of the things that made it successful was its availability on all platforms. So if you see something and you say, hey, I want that level of success, right? Fortnite success. I want that level of success, Destiny 2, because we own it, we can see, and by talking to Bungie, this is what made it successful. It stands to reason that the Xbox platform will be full steam ahead. And the reason why I say that, because it's not unprecedented before PlayStation games to launch on the Xbox platform, be it the license holder making demands or whatever have you, MLB The Show. So the thought process, it should happen. It's a no-brainer. When it didn't launch and it still succeeded, right? There was always a murmur in the background. It succeeded, but, and the but was always, it succeeded in spite of not being available everywhere. It succeeded in spite of, right? And the level of success that it could have garnered throughout the gaming sphere could have been a greater piece of the pie, because you have to look at the platforms in which you're going to launch games. Now, you got to say that for it to be successful on the PlayStation platforms means, one, some portion of the fan base was starved for multiplayer interactive games that move like a game of service on that platform. If they're not playing some of the top games like Overwatch, Fortnite, and games of that ilk, they want something that can be launched from Sony, in-house game. And they get it and they automatically gravitate towards it. The PC crowd is already cultivated in that. So that is not a foreign entity. Actually, what it is a familiar character playing a role, right? So that's why you saw the Steam numbers resonate the way it did. Now, the Xbox ecosystem is geared to multiplayer games of service type of games. You can say basically the Xbox gamer is a little bit more ambidextrous when it comes to playing multiplayer games, because that is steeped in their DNA. Now, what's steeped inside the PlayStation's DNA is single player, story driven narrative games. So there lies a little bit of a disconnect when you launch Helldivers. That's why you saw the disparity from Steam users to PlayStation users, despite the fact that the PlayStation 5 supposedly has 61 million units sold to consumers. But the majority of the sales was where? On the PC. Now, we've noticed with games launching on, let's take Metaphor, for instance, in a day, I believe it sold 3 million, and it was simultaneously released on all platforms, right? I don't know if it was launched on the PC. Let me know. But it was launched on the major platforms. It has been shown that when MLB The Show was released on Xbox Game Pass, day and date, that it had double the sales that it normally has. So if you're in the business to make money, it makes sense. So I always thought this conversation was nonsensical. When you talk about it to the developer, of course the developer wants to expand. Of course the developer wants to reach another fan base. Of course the developer is going to say it's up to those dudes to work it out. And I will port the game over easily. Who doesn't want to reach goals? Who doesn't want to get bonus packages? Who doesn't want to be revered? You see all the new guns, you see all the new stuff. And of course you have Xbox guys saying, hey, put it over here. We'll play it. We'll buy it. So the conversation never really made any sense. And I'm one of those dudes that's when there's smoke, there's fire. So obviously, hopefully, that the game is being talked about. Back doors. Maybe it's like, hey, you want to bring the game over? Cool. What do you need? What do you need help with this? And maybe because the PlayStation 5 Pro is coming out and it's so like the Series X that they like, yo, we can actually make this part happen. And if we can make this part happen, then why not? Right? Because let's say you get some new gamers that weren't going to buy a regular PlayStation 5 base and they wanted to get the Pro. So let's say you do, because I believe the PlayStation 5 Pro base is going to be basically individuals that feel I need to upgrade my PlayStation 5, like myself, right? I feel that my PlayStation 5 can be better, i.e. the Pro, right? So now you want to see what Helldivers has to offer, because you do see, when you're looking at it, you do see a little bit of stuttering here, a little bit of resolution issues here, a little bit of stuff there that, hey, the Pro can clean up. If there's a Pro patch for it, hell yeah. Now, they haven't talked about the VRR or the frame rate boost, the boost mode in games. We don't know if it's Sony enabled, if it's like brute force, just like the Series X. We don't know these intangibles until we get the actual Pro inside the house. So we don't know how valuable that is. But what I'm saying is, now that it's really more in lines with the Series X, do we honestly see Helldivers 2 launch on the Xbox platform? Does it make Sony money? Hell yeah. Is it something that they have to invest in crazily? I don't think so. I don't even think it takes more than a couple of million to port it over, because the consoles are so similar, right? So you have a port, you have the PC port. If you have the PC port, that's basically the Xbox port right there, right? Why? Because Xbox ports the PC with no problem. Listen, none of us is developers except for the developers that's watching. That's no disrespect. The majority of the people that's watching right now is consumers. And there's a fan base, because this is Xbox Frontline News. And the majority of the fan base that has not partaken in this game, if you've been watching anything that's been going on here, maybe it might pique your interest. Maybe it might be something that you're interested in. And if it's something that you're interested in, hey, voice your opinion in forums, in chats, or respectfully tag the Sony reps and letting them know you're able, willing, and ready to pay, buy, and enjoy the game. Stream the game, if you will. It takes the willingness to talk to make these things happen. I always thought it was a nonsensical conversation because it's obvious. If I'm making a game a service, I'm not going to limit my potential. I'm not going to say I'm going to reach this amount and not go higher. So of course it's up to Sony and Xbox to get it together. It's up to them to realize that there's money to be had across the board. Yeah, Xbox will get 30% and Sony will get 70%. But isn't that exactly what's happening with Call of Duty? But you did not see Xbox say, I'm going to cut off my nose to spite my face. No, you're going to get Call of Duty. And we all know that the Xbox Series X is running it at 4K 60. Now, I'm just saying, smart men know how to make money. Dumb men let pride and ego rule the day. Go get your bread. Because when we all play, we all win. Ain't that right? I'm just saying. I'm just Mr. 98% right all the time. And I tell you, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
All right. This the channel. This is where we at.
Hands on me, boy. I definitely
Make it happen.
on everything I love.
King David IOP.
How about
Get the kid to 1,000 subs. Let's get it. Hit that follow.
where's my car at? Right,
Yo,
so I know that dude is down in there.
100%.
Block the entrance.
Fight
I'm
Nights
gonna
is
Captain
here
America to work his magic.
on the Twitch. Let's go. So it was only one conversation today. And the conversation has everything to do with growing up, being real, chasing clout for what? Disrespecting somebody that looks like you, or we assume that looks like you in the space? Nah. See, I'm not for tearing down another man in order to make a buck. I'm not for tearing down another man just to get a come up. That has never been me. And what people understand is that they know that. See, but the thing is, you got to know people for who they are. I don't stand for fake and phony. I cannot stand individuals that lie and cheat their way to get to spaces where they feel that they should be. You are exactly where you are in this life. Now, if you don't like where you are in this life, you just hunker down and you stay true to your morals and your principles, and you'll get to where you need to be. But get into a space and losing your soul in doing so, what does that mean? What does that make you? I've always told you, I respect each and every last one of them 8,500 plus people that decided to sub to this channel. Because I would rather have the 8,500 plus than 70,000, 80,000 people that don't rock with me like that. They just clicked on it because I bamboozled them into thinking that I was some way. My fan base will always know I'm a gamer, I'm a consumer, in that order. Then after that, I'm an influencer, and then I'm a troll. And it's going to be what it's going to be. But you ain't going to see me flip-flopping in between anything. And I told you, I'm Xbox until the wheels fall off. I don't give a damn what consoles I get. All right? So you're not going to see me switch up on you. And I don't begrudge anybody for being who they are, where they're at. I told you, my platform is open to anyone to come through. Come through. Have a good time. Talk crap in the chat. Long as you're doing it respectfully, I don't have to block you. But the moment you're disrespectful, then you got to get up out of there. But other than that, no, this is an entertainment platform. Speaking of entertainment, my Twitch, I don't know what you guys thinking. You know, when I do live stuff, I'm on Twitch all day long. Like when I come back from work, after I do whatever I got to do, like I do some housework or whatever, like go to work, do some housework when I get back. Then I said, let me Twitch for a little bit, like for at least 2 hours, right? Before I get up and take care of my fatherly duties, like, you know, getting my son and going to do stuff like that, or, you know, calling my daughters or whatever. Then, you know, take care of my dogs and stuff, obviously. Then, you know, I go do a little bit more stuff, do some running around outside. Then I come back and make my videos after I've gathered information for the day. Now, there was probably other stuff that I could have talked about, but my Twitch is for live streaming, which happens every day, right? And if you're into that, if you have Twitch, then go over there and check it out. Content is cool, right? I'm having fun doing my thing. But if you're here for the videos, you can stay on YouTube. I'm not pushing you over there. I'm not taking the channel and putting it over there because some dudes think that's what I'm saying. That is not even close to the case. But on Fridays, because it hurts the algorithm here, on Fridays, Fight Night Fridays, like tomorrow when we be playing Call of Duty or we be playing Dragon Ball or whatever, we're going to be doing that on Twitch, where the everybody can hear the group chat and we're using the game. We're having fun in the game. So listen, this is the part in the video. If you liked anything and you was enlightened by anything, I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody, hold on. I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Call of Duty because it's up. And when it's up, it's stuck. On God and them. Tomorrow, I want you to tell me if that's a Game Pass bullet or a paid for bullet. Try to play the Game Pass.